Welcome everybody to this new lecture of our paper Waves, Oscillations and Acoustics, paper number 3rd of our syllabus. Today we will discuss yet another new topic of our syllabus related to the damped harmonic oscillator, and into the continuation of this logic or this concept about damped harmonic oscillator. This is our last lecture in this unit. We will try to complete this unit in today's lecture, and if we succeed to do this, then there are 2 units that we are completed in this syllabus of waves, oscillations and acoustics. First is simple harmonic motion, and second is damped harmonic motion or oscillations. Okay, simple harmonic oscillations and damped harmonic oscillations. And now the 3rd unit here is forced harmonic oscillations, and hopefully we start that unit by tomorrow. So probably this is our last lecture in this unit. Okay, so in today's lecture we will discuss about the power dissipation. This is most important feature of damped harmonic oscillation, power dissipation. आप ये जानते हैं कि damped harmonic oscillations में resistive force वर्क करते हैं, रेजिस्टिव फोर्स वर्क करते हैं। रेजिस्टिव फोर्स के वर्क करने की वजह से ही जो हमारा डिस्प्लेसमेंट का इक्वेशन हमने देखा, एम्पलीट्यूड का इक्वेशन हमने देखा, एक्सपोनेंशियली डिक्रीज करते हैं। क्यों डिक्रीज करते हैं? टाइम वर्सेस डिस्प्लेसमेंट ग्राफ को देखें, या टाइम वर्सेस एम्पलीट्यूड ग्राफ को देखें, या फिर अगर हम इलेक्ट्रिकली डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर जैसे हमने कल एलसीआर सर्किट को स्टडी किया था, तो वहाँ भी हमने ये देखा कि जो चार्ज वर्सेस टाइम ग्राफ था, वहाँ भी चार्ज समय के साथ एक्सपोनेंशियली डिक्रीज कर रहा था। या तो फिर अगर हम थर्ड केस जिसको हम लाइट डैम्पिंग का केस कह रहे थे, वहाँ भी अगर हम ध्यान दें तो हालांकि लाइट डैम्पिंग की वजह से जो मोशन है डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर का, वो ऑसिलेटरी हो जाता है, लेकिन ध्यान देने वाली ये बात है कि उसके बावजूद भी वहाँ लगातार रिडक्शन रहता है इनटू द एम्पलीट्यूड, और यू कैन से इट इनटू द डिस्प्लेसमेंट और इनटू द चार्ज। ओके, मोशन ऑसिलेटरी है, लेकिन बावजूद उसके वहाँ कंटिन्यूअस डिक्रीज है, और अगर हम टाइम टेंडिंग टू इन्फिनिटी लें तो वो जो डिक्रीज है इनटू द डिस्प्लेसमेंट और इनटू द डिस्प्लेसमेंट और इनटू द चार्ज, वो टाइम टेंडिंग टू इन्फिनिटी अगर हम लिमिट्स यूज करें तो वहाँ जाके वो 0 हो जाते हैं। तो इसका अर्थ ये हुआ कि अगर डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेशंस हो रहे हैं, आइडियली तो हम सिंपल हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेशंस को स्टडी करके आते हैं, जिनको हम फ्री ऑसिलेशंस कहते हैं। वहाँ हमने कहीं इस बात का जिक्र नहीं किया क्योंकि वो आइडियल सिचुएशन थी। यहाँ हम एक प्रैक्टिकल सिचुएशन के साथ डील कर रहे हैं, और प्रैक्टिकल सिचुएशन ये है कि चाहे आप सिंपल पेंडुलम का कोई मैकेनिकल पेंडुलम, जैसे सिंपल पेंडुलम एक मैकेनिकल पेंडुलम का ही एग्जांपल है, और या फिर आप कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर जैसे एलसीआर सर्किट को हमने प्रीवियस लेक्चर में स्टडी किया, तो इन दोनों एग्जांपल्स ये प्रूफ करते हैं कि चार्ज हो या डिस्प्लेसमेंट, दोनों के दोनों समय के साथ डिक्रीज करते हैं। तो डेफिनेटली डिक्रीज इन डिस्प्लेसमेंट या डिक्रीज इन चार्ज का मतलब ये है कि वहाँ कोई ना कोई एनर्जी लॉस आप कह सकते हैं। अगर हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर की बात करें, और हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर अगर अपनी मीन पोजीशन के दोनों तरफ ऑसिलेशंस कर रहा है, और अगर उसके ऑसिलेशंस के एम्पलीट्यूड समय के साथ घटता है और बाद में जाकर वो अपनी मीन पोजीशन पे जाकर रेस्ट में आ जाता है, तो इसका मतलब क्या हो, जो हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर की इनिशियल एनर्जी थी उसमें लॉस आया है, इनिशियल एनर्जी में डिक्रीज आया है। और इनिशियल एनर्जी में डिक्रीज की वजह से ये फैक्टर यहाँ आया है, पावर डिसिपेशन। पावर डिसिपेशन का मतलब लॉस इन एनर्जी विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज पावर डिसिपेशन। तो पावर डिसिपेशन का फैक्टर हम केवल तभी स्टडी करते हैं जब हम डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर जैसे किसी सिस्टम के साथ डील कर रहे हैं। लेकिन सिंपल हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर के साथ अगर हम डील कर रहे हैं तो वहां हम कहीं भी, इससे पहले यूनिट में अगर आपने ध्यान दिया हो तो वहां हम पावर डिसिपेशन के नाम से कोई टॉपिक वहां हम स्टडी नहीं करते। तो इसीलिए ये फैक्टर यहाँ आया है, क्योंकि जो एम्पलीट्यूड में समय के साथ डिक्रीज आता है और अंत में जाकर वो एम्पलीट्यूड 0 हो जाता है अगर टाइम टेंडिंग टू इंफिनिटी है, तो ये जो लॉस ऑफ एनर्जी है विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, लॉस ऑफ एनर्जी, क्योंकि एनर्जी में लॉस नहीं होता तो उस सिंपल हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर के एम्पलीट्यूड ऐसे ही होते रहते, ऐसे होने चाहिए थे, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होता। वो क्या होता है, समय के साथ, अगर पहले समय जब हमने t=0 था तो एनर्जी, अगर उसके पास कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी, मान लीजिए 10 जूल, और समय के साथ जब हमने उसे देखा और कुछ 2 मिनट बाद हमने उसका एनर्जी चेक किया तो मान लीजिए 2 जूल आपके पास है। तो ये जो लॉस ऑफ एनर्जी है विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, कितना लॉस हुआ, 10 - 2 = 8J, और जितने समय में हुआ, that is called the power dissipation. That means loss of energy with respect to time is known as power dissipation. और किस तरह के सिस्टम में पाया जाता है पावर डिसिपेशन में, जहां किसी न किसी फॉर्म में एनर्जी लॉस हो रहा हो, हीट के फॉर्म में हो रहा हो, है ना, और बहुत तरह के फॉर्म्स हैं एनर्जी। जो मोस्ट कॉमन फिजिकल हमें एग्जाम्पल में महसूस होता है, फील होता है, वो हीट है। आप किसी भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट को, अपने इलेक्ट्रिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट को ऑन कीजिए, इवन आप फोन को चार्ज करते हैं तब भी वहाँ लॉस ऑफ एनर्जी, आपको फोन गर्म हो जाता है, मोबाइल फोन गर्म हो जाता है, हीटअप हो जाता है। तो वो भी क्या है, आपने हीट करने के लिए तो मोबाइल फोन चार्ज पे नहीं लगाया था, आपने तो उसको चार्ज, वैल्यू ऑफ चार्ज जो उस बैटरी के इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फील्ड में स्टोर रहती है, उस एनर्जी को स्टोर करने के लिए आपने चार्जिंग पे लगाया था। उस चार्ज आप देना चाह रहे थे, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक चार्ज आप वहां स्टोर करना चाह रहे थे बैटरी के ऊपर, जो फोन की बैटरी थी। लेकिन बैटरी को चार्ज करने के साथ साथ वो गर्म भी होती है, तो वो तो मेरा टास्क नहीं था। तो ये लॉसेस हैं, ये पावर डिसिपेशन एक्चुअली लॉसेस है, losses of energy with respect to time, that is called as power dissipation. So let us start this topic of power dissipation with respect to damped harmonic oscillations. तो damped harmonic oscillations को जब हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं, वहां किस तरह का पावर डिसिपेशन होता है उसके बारे में हम यहाँ स्टडी करने हैं। So let's start it. So power dissipation in damped harmonic oscillator. The amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillator goes on falling exponentially with time on the account of resistive or damping force, so its energy gets continuously dissipated during its oscillations. तो इन ये जो रेजिस्टिव फोर्स या फिर डैम्पिंग फोर्स वहाँ प्रेजेंट हैं, उसकी वजह से जो एम्पलीट्यूड है डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेशंस का या ऑसिलेटर का, वो फॉलिंग एक्सपोनेंशियली विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, बहुत जल्दी डिक्रीज होता है। द इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन ऑफ डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर इज दिस। दिस इक्वेशन रिप्रेजेंट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट of damped harmonic oscillator and form is very well known. Okay, y = y0 omega naught root omega naught square minus b square e to the power minus bt sine root omega naught square minus b square t plus phi. This is the same equation as we derived in the case of damped harmonic oscillator, and this is our equation. This is our equation. This y = y0 omega naught e to the power minus bt over omega dash, where omega dash has this value. Omega dash has this value. Root omega naught square minus b square. So put the value of omega naught, this value into this equation. Put here omega dash equals to root omega naught square minus b square, and put also here. So the equation becomes y equals to this, y equals to the displacement of the damped harmonic oscillator is equals to y naught omega naught e to the power minus bt over root omega naught square minus b square sine root omega naught square minus b square t plus phi. And look at here. This equation, y is equals to y naught omega naught root omega naught square minus b square e to the power minus bt sine root omega naught square minus b square t plus phi. This is our equation of displacement of a damped harmonic oscillator, okay, where the symbols or constant, that is omega naught square, b square, has their usual meanings, okay. Omega naught square k by m, b equals to k1 by m, okay. And the phase angle tan phi is given by omega dash over b, and omega dash has this value, root omega naught square minus b square over b. So tan phi has this value, root omega naught square minus b square over b. This is the value of phase angle, okay, phase angle phi. So the amplitude of the oscillations is given by this equation, okay. That equation, the last equation, gives me the value of displacement, and this equation gives me the value of amplitude. Amplitude is equals to y naught omega naught root omega naught square minus b square e to the power minus pt. And let's say this equation has a naught e to the power minus pt, where a naught is this, y naught omega naught over root omega naught square minus b square. This is the equation which represents the amplitude. And look at this equation. As time increases, the value of time t increases, the amplitude is exponentially decreases. This relation shows me that. And similarly here, this. Look at this, the relation between y and t, because this t shows me that the oscillations is sinusoidal. This t is showing me that oscillations with respect to time is sinusoidal. And this t again shows me, this is say this is any constant y naught, that y is equals to y naught e to the power minus pt. Again, the displacement, when the value of t increases here, the displacement, or consequently the displacement of the damped harmonic oscillator is decreased exponentially. Okay. So these two results which shows me that the displacement and the amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillator is decreased exponentially with time, okay. And the total energy, what is the total energy? Because we read here about the concept of power dissipation, and if I read the power dissipation, then there is definitely the reduction of total energy of damped harmonic oscillator with respect to time. So that's why I am interesting to calculate this value, total energy of damped motion, or total energy of damped harmonic oscillator. That's why I am interested in this figure, this total energy of damped harmonic oscillator. Okay, so the total energy of damped harmonic oscillator is E is equals to half m a square omega square. Okay, and half m omega square. What is the value of a square from here? The value of a is a naught e to the power minus bt. So put here value of a here, from here. A is equals to a naught e to the power minus bt. Put here a naught e to the power minus bt whole square because of this square. Okay. then half m omega square, and the value square of a naught is a naught square e to the power minus 2 bt, e to the power minus 2 bt. And what is this? This is again a constant quantity, and also if a naught is the maximum amplitude, this is the maximum energy, total energy of a damped harmonic oscillator. If a naught is the maximum value of amplitude, this term, which is represented by E naught, gives me the maximum value of energy of a damped harmonic oscillator. So this equation will become E is equals to E naught e to the power minus 2 beta, where E naught is half m omega square a naught square. This. So it is clear from this equation A is equals to a naught e to the power minus beta, and E is equals to e to the power minus 2 beta. Look at here. Again, if we increase the time, the energy of the damped harmonic oscillator is decreased exponentially again. So these three equations, the displacement equation, the displacement equation, second is this amplitude equation, and third is this energy equation. All the three equations shows me the same result, that the displacement, amplitude and energy of a damped harmonic oscillator decreased exponentially with time. Decreased exponentially with respect to time. That amplitude of vibration and the total energy and also displacement of damped harmonic oscillator goes on decrease exponentially. Look at this word, exponentially with time. Rapidly, you can say it. In general language, you can say it as exponentially, is rapidly. बहुत जल्दी आप इसे सामान्य भाषा में कह सकते हैं. Exponentially is a mathematical term. Rapidly is the general term. और बहुत जल्दी आप उसे कह सकते हैं हिंदी में. So this is the result we acquire from the displacement equation and the amplitude equation, and also from the energy relation, that displacement, amplitude and energy of a damped harmonic oscillator decreases exponentially with respect to time. This is our tagline in this topic. Power dissipation, energy loss per unit time. That's the power dissipation in it's damped harmonic oscillator. Okay. So let us now talk about relaxation time. What is relaxation time, and what is the reason to involve this topic into this damped harmonic oscillator? So let us first define what is relaxation time. Okay, and then we go to the mathematical description of this relaxation time. What is relaxation? First define it. Okay, the relaxation time is defined as the time in which amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillations, because you know that about this equation, that the amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillator is decreased exponentially with respect to time के रेस्पेक्ट में जो एम्पलीट्यूड है डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर का, वो एक्सपोनेंशियली डिक्रीज करता है. Okay, so the relaxation time is defined as the time in which the amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillator or oscillation falls to 1 upon E of its original value. यानी अपने प्रारंभिक मान का, अपने ओरिजिनल वैल्यू का जब भी एम्पलीट्यूड 1/e रह जाए, उतना समय, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि अगर कोई भी हमारे पास डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर है, तो अगर वो ऑसिलेशंस मान लीजिए ऐसे कर रहा है, ऑसिलेशंस ऐसे कर रहा है, स्प्रिंग का ऑसिलेशंस इस तरह का होता है, इस तरह से ऑसिलेशंस कर रहा है अपनी मीन पोजीशन, पहले यहाँ था, मान लीजिए ये इसकी मीन पोजीशन है, तो मीन पोजीशन से इधर उधर इस तरह से ऑसिलेशंस कर रहा है। लेकिन अगर ये सिंपल हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेशंस होते तो आइडियली ये ऑसिलेशंस ऐसे ही होने चाहिए थे विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, टाइम कितना भी गुजर जाए, लेकिन इन ऑसिलेशंस का एम्पलीट्यूड नहीं घटना चाहिए था। लेकिन ये जो एम्पलीट्यूड्स हैं जिनके बारे में अभी हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, ये डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेशंस हैं, और डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेशंस डिक्रीज करते हैं अपने एम्पलीट्यूड को विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टाइम। तो यहां से अपनी मीन पोजीशन से जब ये एक तरफ डिस्प्लेस होंगे फिर दूसरी तरफ डिस्प्लेस होंगे इस तरह से, तो अंत में समय के साथ इन ऑसिलेशंस का एम्पलीट्यूड कम होगा और एक समय जरूर ऐसा आएगा जब ये डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर रेस्ट में आ जाएगा। तो समय के साथ, तो वो समय जिनमें मान लीजिए मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड अपनी पोजीशन से, अपनी मीन पोजीशन से एक साइड जितना भी हो, दैट इज द मैक्सिमम डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज नोन एज द एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ दैट ऑसिलेटर। तो अपने प्रारंभिक मान का जितना उसमें पहले वैल्यू था, फर्स्ट ऑसिलेशंस में जितना डिस्प्लेस हुआ वो अपनी मीन पोजीशन से, उस वैल्यू का 1/e रह जाए, एम्पलीट्यूड 1/e रह जाए, आयाम 1/e रह जाए। तो उस टाइम को, जितने समय में किसी भी डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर का आयाम घटकर अपने प्रारंभिक मान का 1/e रह जाए, दैट टाइम इज नोन एज relaxation time for a damped harmonic oscillator. We never read this concept in the topic of our last unit, that is about simple harmonic oscillations. We never read this type of topic, relaxation time, because this topic comes into our interest only when there is a case of damped harmonic oscillation. Okay, क्योंकि एम्पलीट्यूड अगर डिक्रीज होगा तो वो ऑसिलेशन हमेशा कैसा होगा, डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेशंस होगा। ओके, सो डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर के केस में हम रिलैक्सेशन टाइम को करते हैं। तो वो समय जिसमें किसी भी अवमंदित दोलक का दोलन का आयाम घटकर अपने प्रारंभिक मान का 1/e रह जाए, उस समय को हम रिलैक्सेशन टाइम कहते हैं फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर। अब इसका मैथमेटिकल डिस्क्रिप्शन देख लेते हैं। द एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ ए डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर इज गिवन बाय दिस इक्वेशन, a equals to a0 e to the power minus bt. This equation gives me the mathematical descriptions of the amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillator, okay, where b is the damping coefficient, b is damping, this b is damping coefficient, okay. If tr is the relaxation time, tr अगर relaxation time है तो हम क्या करेंगे, if tr is the relaxation time, then a is equal, this equation will become a is equals to a0 e to the power minus b tr, in place of t here is tr. So because this equation will become as a0 over 1/e, क्योंकि वो समय tr वो समय है जिसमें इसका एम्पलीट्यूड अपने प्रारंभिक मान का घटकर 1/e रह जाए। ये एम्पलीट्यूड अपने प्रारंभिक मान का जो a0 से रिप्रेजेंट किया गया है घटकर अपने प्रारंभिक मान का 1/e वा भाग रह जाए। ऐसे टाइम को, इस टाइम को हम क्या कहते हैं, इस टाइम को हम रिलैक्सेशन टाइम कहते हैं फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर, ओके। और ये हो कैसे सकता है कि ये वैल्यू a0 यहाँ सेम रहे और ये वैल्यू 1/e हो जाए, या मैं इसे ही कह सकता हूँ ये वैल्यू e to the power -1 हो जाए। तो आप ये देख रहे होंगे कि अगर tr की वैल्यू में 1/b यहाँ प्लेस कर दूं, tr की वैल्यू क्या प्लेस कर दूं, 1/b, तो 1/b से ये वाला b कट हो जाएगा। सो मेरे पास एक्सप्रेशन बचेगा a इक्वल्स टू a0 e to the power -1 नहीं बचेगा, पुट tr इक्वल्स टू 1/b, सो 1/b से ये वाला b कैंसिल, तो दिस एक्सप्रेशन विल बिकम a इक्वल्स टू a0 e to the power -1, एंड लुक एट हियर a0 e to the power -1। सो यहाँ पावर -1 कब आएगी, जब tr की वैल्यू क्या होगी, 1/b, ओके। लुक एट हियर, सो ऑन कंपेयरिंग जो TR की वैल्यू आएगी वो आएगी 1/b। इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जो रिलैक्सेशन टाइम है, जिसको हम रिलैक्सेशन टाइम कह रहे हैं किसी भी डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर का, वो एक्चुअली जो डैम्पिंग कोफिशिएंट है उसका रिवर्स है, डैम्पिंग कोफिशिएंट का रिवर्स है। इट इज क्लियर फ्रॉम दिस इक्वेशन, इक्वेशन नंबर 1, दैट रिलैक्सेशन टाइम वेरीज इनवर्सली as damping coefficient, varies inversely. That is the relation between relaxation time and the damping coefficient. This. So you can define the relaxation time in two ways. First is the time in which the amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillator falls to 1/e of its initial value or original value, whatever you can say. Okay, and second definition is that the relaxation time is defined as the relaxation time of a damped harmonic oscillator is defined as or varies as the inverse of damping coefficient or equal to the inverse of damping coefficient. Or you can say the inverse of the damping coefficient is known as the relaxation time for a damped harmonic oscillator. That is the definition mathematically by for the relaxation time of a damped harmonic oscillator. And that's why this topic, relaxation time, comes into our interest, okay, or into our study. Okay. Now some special cases. Relaxation time of mechanical oscillator. Mechanical oscillator को हम स्टडी करके आए। 2b की वैल्यू हम k1/m बहुत सारे लेक्चर से स्टडी करके आए कि 2b की जो वैल्यू है ये इनिशियल कॉन्स्टेंट्स जो हमने एक्वायर किए थे 2b इक्वल्स टू k1/m। तो b की वैल्यू यहाँ से क्या है? मैकेनिकल ऑसिलेटर के लिए मैं फिर से आपको दिखाना चाहूंगा कि ये जो इनिशियल कांस्टेंट हमने यहाँ अपनी इक्वेशन में इंक्लूड किए थे, ये वाले, ये मेरे पास डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन है फॉर ए डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर, और ये वाले जो कांस्टेंट है 2b एंड ओमेगा नॉट स्क्वायर। सो लुक एट हियर, 2b इक्वल्स टू k1/m। दिस कांस्टेंट 2b for mechanical oscillator known as damping coefficient or damping constant, whatever you want to say. Okay, so for a mechanical oscillator, the 2b, the value of damping coefficient is k1/2m. So what is the value of relaxation time for mechanical oscillator? Because relaxation time is the reverse of damping coefficient. So damping coefficient is, and then reverse this quantity we have 2m/k1. So this, hence the relaxation time for mechanical oscillator is 1/b, that is 2m/k1. Hence the relaxation time is directly inversely. Relaxation time is inversely or varies inversely to k1. And what is k1? Look at here. Look at here. What is k1? Okay, and k1 is this. In our first lecture, k1 is another constant known as damping constant. Damping constant. This, and in the relation of retarding force, which is proportional to the velocity and is given by k1 dy/dt. This negative sign shows that the direction of this retarding force is opposite to the velocity of damped harmonic oscillator, or that oscillator, whatever the oscillator is. Okay, so this k1 is damping constant. So this, and b is damping coefficient. K1 is damping constant and b is damping coefficient. Okay, never be confused in these two terms. K1 is damping constant and b is damping coefficient. Okay, So this relaxation time for a mechanical oscillator is goes inversely or very inversely to the damping constant. Now relaxation time for electrical oscillator. इलेक्ट्रिकल ऑसिलेटर के लिए जो इक्वेशन हमने स्टडी किया वो इस तरह का था, ओके। और जो समय है, जो रिटार्डेड टाइम है, वो है 1/b। अगर मैं इसको यहाँ पुट करूँ तो मेरे पास जो वैल्यू आएगा वो आएगा q इक्वल्स टू q1 e⁻⁻1 पुट tr इक्वल्स टू 1/b हियर, ओके। सो q/e, that is retarded time for an electrical oscillator is defined as the time in which the charge on the oscillator is remaining or falls to 1/e of its initial value. That is the definition of retarded time for an electrical oscillator. And in electrical oscillator we assume there that 2b is equals to 1/r/l, and 1/b from this relation we conclude that 1/b is 2l/r, and 1/b is the retarded time. So the retarded time for electrical oscillator is 2l/r. That means the retarded time varies inversely to the resistance of the circuit. This is equals to, we can write it as this is equals to tr. So tr, the retarded time of a damped harmonic oscillator, varies inversely to the resistance of the circuit, okay. And also you can say it as very directly proportional to the inductance of inductor included in this electrical circuit. So this is the relaxation time for mechanical oscillator, and this is the relaxation time for electrical oscillator, okay. So this is all about relaxation time. Now moving to the next topic, and next topic is quality factor, or you can say it as Q value, okay. So let us discuss about this topic. The quality factor measures the rate of decay of energy, of a damped harmonic oscillator. और यही तो हम जानना चाहते हैं। पावर डिसिपेशन में हम क्या चेक कर रहे हैं? पावर डिसिपेशन में हम यही रेट तो चेक कर रहे हैं। द क्वालिटी फैक्टर मेजर्स द रेट ऑफ डीके ऑफ एनर्जी ऑफ डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर, और रेट ऑफ डीके ऑफ एनर्जी तो हम चाहते हैं कैलकुलेट, वही तो हमारा होगा पावर डिसिपेशन, और उसी फैक्टर को हमने नाम दिया है क्वालिटी फैक्टर, ओके। For an undamped or free oscillator, the total energy is this. We studied this type of energy, the potential energy, the kinetic energy, the total energy of simple harmonic oscillator in our last unit, and the relation is this. The total energy of a damped harmonic oscillator or a undamped harmonic oscillator is this, or you can say it as free oscillator. That oscillations in which the amplitude of the oscillations never decrease with respect to time. That oscillations are known as this simple harmonic oscillations, and the energy of a simple harmonic oscillator is this, half m omega naught square a square. Okay, and the amplitude of a damped oscillation is this. This is the relation between the amplitude and the maximum value of amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillator, where omega naught, this value, is equals to omega dash. In the case of damped harmonic oscillator, this omega naught will become omega dash, and omega dash has value root omega naught square minus b square. So the energy of the damped harmonic oscillator, because this is the equation for a undamped or free oscillator, and we now discuss about the damped harmonic oscillator. So this equation will become half m is not changed because this is the mass of the oscillator. Mass is not changed with respect to time in ideal situation. omega naught square is replaced by omega dash and A is replaced by this quantity. So the energy of the damped harmonic oscillator will become half m omega dash square A square, and A, the amplitude of the damped harmonic oscillator, of this form, has this form, A naught e to the power minus bt. So put here A is equals to A naught e to the power minus bt. So A naught square e to the power minus 2 bt. Okay, so this constant quantity is called as E naught e to the power minus 2 bt. Okay, when t is equals to 1 by 2b, so consider a special case that when t is equals to 1 by 2b, so put here t is equals to 1 by 2b. So put t is equals to 1 by 2b, so 2b is cancelled with 2b, and E is equals to E naught by E. Hence, in time t is equals to 1 by 2b, the value of b is 2m by k1, value of 1 by b is 2m by k1, so 2 is cancelled with 2, and this value will be equal to m by k1, where k1 is the damping constant and m is the mass of the oscillator. Thus, look at this relation. The energy of a damped harmonic oscillator is reduced to 1 by E of its initial value in time this. In this time, t is equals to 1 by 2b, or you can say it m by k1. The time equal to this, that is when the mass of the oscillator is divided by the damping constant. In this time, the energy of a damped harmonic oscillator is decreased to 1 by E of its initial value. Thus, the energy of a damped harmonic oscillator decays to 1 by E naught from E naught. Okay, during this time, the oscillator would have, the oscillator would have vibrate through an angle theta, and which is given by this equation. Theta is equals to omega dash t. From where this equation comes out? From where? Angular displacement, angular velocity into time, and this is about damped harmonic oscillator. Look at the angular velocity. You can say it as angular velocity. Okay, so theta is equals to omega dash t, and omega dash is same, and t is value m by k1. So we have this relation gives me omega dash m by k1 radians. Okay, then the quantity this is equals to q. This quantity is known as the quality factor or Q value of a damped harmonic oscillator, and defined as this. But the quality factor is defined as the angle in radians through which the damped harmonic oscillator oscillates its energy decay to E naught by E from E naught. यानी इनिशियल वैल्यू का जब उस डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर की एनर्जी अपनी इनिशियल वैल्यू का 1 by E रह जाए, उस एंगल को because this is the angle theta, in that angle in which the energy of a damped harmonic oscillator decays to 1 E naught by E from E naught. This. Then quality factor for mechanical oscillator. What is the quality factor for mechanical oscillator? So quality factor for mechanical oscillator, you can say it as omega dash m by k1, or because this value m by k1 is equals to 1 by 2b. So quality factor for this, the mechanical oscillator, is this, and for electrical oscillator 2b is r by l. So put here r by l. So the quality factor for electrical oscillator is omega dash l by r. This. Okay. Now let us discuss this quality factor in terms of energy. Quality factor in terms of energy. Okay. and defined as the quality factor defined as the rate of decay of energy of damped harmonic oscillator, rate of decay of energy. So let us define the quality factor in terms of energy. Okay, so energy is given by this equation, the energy of a damped harmonic oscillator, and look at this equation again. The energy of a damped harmonic oscillator decrease exponentially again. So you can add one other physical quantity, that is in the series of displacement, amplitude, and total energy. This equation also suggests me the total energy of a damped harmonic oscillator decreases exponentially as we increase the time. जैसे जैसे हम समय बढ़ाएंगे वैसे वैसे डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर की जो एनर्जी है वो डिक्रीज होती चली जाएगी. डिक्रीजेस विद रेस्पेक्ट, एक्सपोनेंशियली डिक्रीजेस विद रेस्पेक्ट टू टाइम. Okay, and what is power dissipation? Okay, we study this concept from this initial when we started this lecture, particular lecture. So power dissipation is the rate of loss of total energy with time. Okay, and total energy is d with respect to time, and because there is loss, so that's why this negative sign is shows the loss of energy. That's why this pick up here. Okay, or included here. Negative sign shows the loss. That's why this negative sign here, and time rate change of energy. So power dissipation P is equals to minus dE by dt, and minus d by dt of what is the value of E? E is E naught e to the power minus 2bt. So E naught e to the power minus 2bt. Then differentiate this equation with respect to time. We have minus E naught minus 2b e to the power minus 2bt. The differentiation of this equation with respect to time gives me this equation. So the power dissipation is equals to 2b E naught e to the power minus 2bt. And what is this? E naught e to the power minus 2bt. E naught e to the power minus 2bt is equals to E. So put here P is equals to 2be, because this quantity E naught e to the power minus 2bt is equals to E. Okay. Then the power dissipation minus dE by dt is equals to 2be. Why? Because P is equals to this quantity 2b, and P is also equals to this quantity dE by dt. So minus dE by dt should be equals to this quantity. So minus d is cross multiply this 2b dE by dt. So what is 2b? 2b is k1 by m. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. 2b is k1 by m. Okay. So put here. So 2b is k1 by m. E dt is same. Then if dt equals to t, the time period of the oscillator, अगर ये हम मान लें कि dt equals to t है, जो t यहाँ शो करता है वो टाइम पीरियड को शो करता है किसी भी डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर का. तो जो इक्वेशन मैं स्टडी कर रहा हूँ और टाइम पीरियड के डेफिनेशन से हम ये लिख सकते हैं कि dt को हमने टाइम पीरियड कंसीडर किया और टाइम पीरियड का इक्वेशन ये होता है. और चूंकि जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है उसकी हमने जो एंगुलर वेलोसिटी हमने कंसीडर किया गया है वो ओमेगा डैश हमने यहाँ कंसीडर किया है. इन द केस ऑफ डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर, इन द सिंपल हार्मोनिक केस वी कंसीडर दिस क्वांटिटी एज ओमेगा, बट इन द केस ऑफ डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर दिस क्वांटिटी इज कंसीडर्ड एज ओमेगा डैश. सो t is equals to 2 pi omega dash. So put this value into this equation, because we consider that dt is equals to t. So first put dt equals to t. So let us see this. So first put minus d by d minus det same equals to k1 by m same, e same, and in place of dt we have t, because we suppose dt equals to t. हमने मान लिया है कि जो टाइम पीरियड है डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर का उसको हमने t कंसीडर कर दिया और t का वैल्यू ये होता है 2 pi by omega dash. So put here t is equals to 2 pi by omega dash. So k1 by m same, e same, and the value of t is 2 pi by omega dash. Okay, and this quantity omega dash m into the numerator and k1 omega dash m into the denominator and k1 into the numerator. So cross multiply this into this side, into the left hand side. We have omega dash m by k1. Okay, and again this quantity into the denominator of E. We have 2 pi E with negative sign, okay, negative sign, and det is this quantity. And what is this? Look at this quantity. Look at this quantity. Omega dash m by k1. What is this? This is quality factor. Q. Okay? So that's why we separate this quantity from this equation. Omega dash m by k1. Okay? This quantity is known as quality factor. Okay? And quality factor is given by this, by the definition of this equation, 2 pi E energy of the oscillator, that is E. And this sign shows me the energy lost per cycle. Energy lost per cycle, that is minus dE by dt. That's why this relation is written in this form, minus 2 pi E dEt. 2 pi is constant. E is the total energy of the oscillator, that is damped harmonic oscillator, the total energy of damped harmonic oscillator, and det is the energy lost per cycle. Energy lost per cycle. That's why loss of energy is shown by this negative sign. Okay, so the quality factor is defined as Q equals to omega s by 2, where 2b is equals to k1 by m. Thus the quality factor is, when the quality factor is large, if the damping coefficient b is small, and vice versa. अगर damping coefficient b की वैल्यू बढ़ेगी तो क्वालिटी फैक्टर कम होगा, और क्वालिटी फैक्टर वैल्यू बढ़ेगी तो b की वैल्यू कम होगी. Therefore, quality factor represents the efficiency of the oscillator. Hence, lower the damping, higher the quality factor. एफिशिएंसी को दिखाता है, तो जितना अच्छा एफिशिएंट हमारे पास ऑसिलेटर होगा, डैम्पिंग उतनी ही कम होगी, और डैम्पिंग के इफेक्ट को कौन कम करेगा? क्वालिटी फैक्टर. दैट शोज द एफिशिएंसी of the oscillator. Okay, now move to the next topic, and related to this also, the quality factor, amplitude, energy, logarithm decrement and relaxation time in terms of quality factor. ये सभी values, damped harmonic oscillator का amplitude, damped harmonic oscillator की energy, damped harmonic oscillator का logarithm decrement, अभी हम इसको define करेंगे. What is logarithmic decrement और relaxation time, इसको हम पहले स्टडी कर चुके हैं. इन सब को हम पढ़ेंगे in terms of quality factor. So let's start it. Amplitude. First, amplitude. The amplitude of a damped harmonic oscillator with respect to time is given by this equation. A is equals to a naught e to the power minus bt. Okay. And quality factor is this, omega dash over 2b. Then what is the value from here? This value of b. So b is equals to, from this equation, omega dash by 2q. Okay. Then put the value of b into this equation. The amplitude will become a is equals to a naught e to the power omega dash t over 2q. Put the value of b, this b, omega dash by 2q, into this equation. We have the value of amplitude this. So amplitude in terms of quality factor. Okay. Now energy. Energy in terms of quality factor. The oscillator energy is given by this equation. Okay. And so why this equation can be written as, what is the value of 2b? Is again this b has value omega dash by 2q. Okay. So put here b is equals to omega dash by 2q. Omega dash by 2q. 2 is cancelled with 2. So this equation will become, the energy of the damped harmonic oscillator is 1 by 2 m omega dash square a naught square e to the power omega dash t over q. This. And let us write this whole constant as E naught. So the energy of a damped harmonic oscillator in terms of quality factor is E naught e to the power omega minus omega dash t over q, where E naught is this value. This is the constant value or peak value of energy, you can say it, for damped harmonic oscillator. For damped harmonic oscillator, let us very confident about this. This is the maximum value of energy for a damped harmonic oscillator, because amplitude is maximum. So amplitude, when amplitude is maximum, energy consequently maximum. Okay. Logarithm decrement in terms of quality factor. Okay. The logarithm decrement for a damped harmonic oscillator is given by this relation. Lambda, this is known as logarithm decrement, is given by this relation. B into T. B is damping coefficient, T is the time period of the oscillator. So when you multiply mathematically the damping coefficient with the time period of damped harmonic oscillator, you will surely get the logarithm decrement. Okay, and because we study here the four fundamental physical property or physical quantity, the amplitude, energy, logarithm decrement, and relaxation time in terms of quality factor. So put the value of B, and B has this value. B is equals to omega dash over 2q. So put here B is equals to omega dash, B is equals to omega dash over 2q. Okay, because T has value 2 pi by omega dash, and put the value of B here, omega dash by 2q. 2 is cancelled with 2, omega dash is cancelled with omega dash, and we have pi by q. So the logarithm decrement of a damped harmonic oscillator is pi by q in terms of quality factor. Otherwise, it is defined as this relation, lambda is equals to Bt. The damping coefficient multiplied by time period of a damped harmonic oscillator. Okay, and in the last, relaxation time, and relaxation time is defined as 1 by B. Okay, the reverse of the damping coefficient, then reverse of this quantity B has value omega dash by 2q, and the reverse of omega dash by 2q is 2q by omega dash. So simply the relaxation time in terms of quality factor is 2q by omega dash. Okay, so this is all over about damped harmonic oscillations. Okay, we broadly speaking, we studied here three main topics. The first is the damped harmonic oscillator, or you can say it as mechanically damped harmonic oscillator. Second is electrically damped harmonic oscillator, that is LCR circuit. And third is about properties, you can say it as properties of damped harmonic oscillator, where we study amplitude, displacement, energy, relaxation time, logarithm decrement, or quality factor, whatever. Okay, so this is actually properties, you can say it as properties of damped harmonic oscillator. Okay, so this is all about this unit, and from tomorrow onwards we will start our unit number 4th of our syllabus, that is forced harmonic oscillations. Okay, so thank you for now. Meet you into the next one. Thank you.